One of the greatest challenges in this world is to know enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about your resume to know you're wrong. My name is Haimon anak lelaki Franklin,
Hi, I am Nabila.
and welcome to our Masterclass. So, without further ado, let's write your resume. Before we proceed, here is a pro tip from us to answer your question on what design is suitable for my resume. There are many resume designs available both online and offline. Among the millions of designs, which one is suitable for you? The answer is to choose the design that you like. However, take into consideration of the job that you're applying. For instance, if you're applying for a graphic designing job, consider using a creatively designed resume. For any other type of jobs, a simple resume design like this would be enough. Now, let's get into your resume content. A resume format include personal contact details, career objective, academic background, work experiences, co-curricular or volunteer activities, skills, and references. For your personal contact details, do include the following: your full name, your email address, your contact number, your personalized website if you have any, for example, a Wix website, a LinkedIn account, or a Google site. Last but not least, your residential address. Now, is it compulsory to include a picture of you in your resume? The answer is, it is not compulsory. However, we encourage you to have one. To have a picture in your resume should be a professional photo. For example, are these. Do take note that your professional picture should be of a white, blue, or gray background. Make sure that you also dress up professionally for your photo. Avoid using these type of pictures for your resume. Make it a top priority to always include your personal contact details and photo at the top of your resume. The next format is career objective. It is your career aspiration. To write down your career objective in your resume, we recommend you to follow the formula aspiration plus goals. For example, if you're applying for an environmental related job, you can consider writing the following career objective. Aspire to contribute towards a healthy environment by solving environmental related problems. If we look closely, the aspiration here is to contribute towards a healthy environment, whereas your goal is to solve environmental related problems. Let's have a look at another example. Let's say you're applying for a digital marketing job. You can write the following career objective as your example. Aim to attract diverse customers with creative and innovative marketing. The aspiration here is to produce creative and innovative marketing and your goal is to attract diverse customers. Always remember, whenever writing your career objective, keep it short and sweet. The following format is academic background. To write your academic background, consider the following tips. Write them in reverse order, where the latest academic achievement is on the top. Include your course name. Include your CGPA or results. However, this is not compulsory. Include academic awards if you have received any. Include latest education levels of a maximum of 2. Exclude lower levels of education like SPM or STPM based on your highest qualification. Also, exclude course subjects. Here's a tip for you. It is okay to brag about your results in your resume. This is an example of an academic background for a degree student. State your highest qualification, which is your degree, on top, followed by your pre-university qualification. Here is another example of an academic background for a pre-university student. Include your pre-university qualification on top, followed by your high school qualification. Now, let's move on to work experience. Write down your work experiences in reverse order, where the latest experience is written on top. Consider to only write 3 to 5 experiences. Include the name of your company or organization that you have previously worked with. Include your responsibilities and achievements as well. If you have attended any internship or you have gone through a part-time job, do include it as well. Write down the work experience that is latest and related. Remember, that is a combo to opt for so that employers can match your previous experience with the job that you are currently applying. The following tips are also useful for you. Keep your work experience written short and concise, and only include relevant responsibilities and achievements. Here is an example on how to write your work experiences in your resume. Say, for example, you have previously worked as a sales manager at Leihong Berhad. One of your responsibilities is you managed sales and marketing department. And your biggest achievement is you over-delivered in business revenue up to 150%. Another example is working as a delivery agent at Aura Nur Stockist Klang. Your duty include made deliveries to courier centers, and one of your achievement is where you successfully delivered orders without any damages.
How to write co-curricular or volunteer activities? Firstly, choose activities that you actively contributed to. When selecting extracurricular activities to add to your resume, focus on the quality of the experience over the quantity. You can do this by mentioning clubs or organizations in which you actively engage with relevant experiences and that develop valuable transferable skills. Secondly, evaluate how your participation makes you an ideal candidate. Some examples of skills that are usually developed and demonstrated from involvement in extracurricular activities that you should include in a resume: technical expertise, initiative, work ethic and dedication, collaboration and communication, organization and leadership. Thirdly, base extracurricular activities on a resume. Some examples of extracurricular activities that will be most effective on a resume: student government, Your involvement in student government will demonstrate that you likely have developed skills in people management, communication, and leadership. Clubs. If you are part of a club that is relevant to your field of study, it will emphasize your passion and interest in joining that industry. Sports teams and creative ensembles. Being a part of a team, such as an athlete team or an ensemble like drama, choir, or band, requires talent or creativity, dedication, and the ability to work well with others. Volunteer activities. Aside from showcasing your humility and commitment to your community, volunteer activities also develop communication, management, and leadership skills. This is the examples of co-curriculum activities. Next, how to list skills. Another must-have section in your resume is the skills section. Here, you want to mention all your know-how that makes you the perfect candidate for the job. There are two types of skills you can include when writing your resume. Hard skills or measurable abilities. For example, this can be anything from coding in Python to knowing how to cook Thai cuisine. Soft skills or personal skills. These are a mix of social skills, communication skills, personal traits, career attributes, and so on. When mentioning skills in your resume, list hard skills with experience levels. For each hard skill you list, you want to mention your proficiency level. Beginner, you have some experience with the skill, whether it is from some entry-level practice or classroom education. Intermediate, you have used the skill in a work environment with a good level of understanding. Advanced, you are the go-to person for the skill in your office. You can coach other employees and understand the skill on a high level. Expert, you have applied this skill in more than a handful of different projects and organizations. You are the go-to person for advice about this skill, not just in your office, but even amongst some of the best professionals in your field. Lastly, how to write references. Firstly, determine how many references to include. The number of references you list depends on your career level. For example, if you are entering the job market for the first time, you may only need to list 2 references. Secondly, select your resume references. When selecting resume references, consider people who can speak to your best qualities, skills, and qualifications. Generally, the best people to include as references are current or former manager or direct supervisor, current or former coworker, current or former employees or direct reports, and academic advisor, and lastly, professional mentor. Lastly, format references. Before you begin your job hunt, gather your references onto a professional reference page. Include each reference's name, title, organization, phone number, and email address. Next, list each reference like this. First and last name, professional title or position, company or university your reference works at, full address of your reference's company or university, phone number, and email address. That's all from us. We hope you have learned something valuable to create your awesome resume. Until we meet again, thank you.